Let yourself settle into the position you'll be resting in tonight. There is nothing you need to adjust immediately. Just notice how your body is already being supported. The surface beneath you is holding your weight without effort from you. You don't need to brace or prepare. You can let yourself be placed here. Bring your attention to the simple fact that you are lying down. That's enough for now. No need to think about how the day went or what comes tomorrow. Just this. Your body is horizontal, supported, and allowed to rest. Notice the points of contact. The back of your head. Your shoulders. Your upper back. Your hips. The backs of your legs. Your heels. You don't need to change anything. Just register where you meet the surface. Feel the steady pressure beneath you. If there is any small area of tension, you don't need to fix it. Just acknowledge it. The jaw, perhaps. The neck. The space between your eyebrows. Let your tongue rest loosely in your mouth. Allow your teeth to separate slightly. The muscles around your eyes can soften. They don't need to hold expression. Take one slow breath in, not exaggerated, just slightly fuller than usual. And let it leave your body without forcing it out. After that, allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm. There is no pattern you need to follow. Just observe the next breath as it comes in, and the next breath as it leaves. As you continue breathing normally, notice that the body already knows how to slow down. You don't have to instruct it. When you lie down and reduce movement, your nervous system begins adjusting on its own. Heart rate eases. Muscles begin releasing unnecessary tension. This happens quietly. Bring attention to your forehead again. Imagine smoothing it from the center outward, not with effort, just with awareness. Let the skin rest naturally over the bone. Your eyelids can feel heavier now, not forced shut, just resting. Let your shoulders drop slightly. If they have been subtly lifted, allow them to settle downward. The muscles along the back of your neck don't need to hold your head upright anymore. The surface beneath you is doing that. Notice your arms. Feel their weight. There is nothing they need to hold. No object to grip. No task to perform. If your hands are lightly curled, that's fine. If they are open, that's fine too. Just feel the warmth in your palms, the stillness in your fingers. Your breathing may already be a little slower. You might notice the pause at the end of each exhale. Don't extend it deliberately. Just recognize that small moment of stillness before the next inhale begins. Bring your attention to your chest and abdomen. As you breathe in, there is a gentle expansion. As you breathe out, a natural release. Let the exhale feel slightly more complete than the inhale. Not pushed, just unhurried. Each exhale is an opportunity for the body to loosen a little more. Now notice your back. The wide area from your shoulders down to your lower spine. It is supported completely. You do not need to hold yourself up. If there are small muscles still working, allow them to stop. Let your spine be heavy. Move your awareness slowly down to your hips and pelvis. These are areas that often carry tension without you realizing it too. Let the muscles there soften. Let your legs rest fully. Your thighs can feel broad and heavy. Your knees don't need to lock or brace. Your calves can sink down. Your ankles and feet can release. Notice your feet. The soles, the tops, the toes. They have carried you all day. Now, they can be completely still. No balancing. No shifting. just resting. As your body becomes quieter, your attention can narrow. Instead of thinking about the entire room, focus only on what you can feel from inside your skin. The temperature of the air against your face, the fabric against your body, the steady rhythm of your breath. If you hear sounds in the distance, you don't need to analyze them. Let them remain in the background. They are not relevant right now. They do not require action. You are safe enough to remain still. Your mind may still be producing thoughts. That's normal. You don't need to clear your mind. Just reduce your involvement with the thoughts. When one appears, notice it briefly, then let your attention return to a physical sensation. The feeling of the exhale, the weight of your legs, the contact beneath your shoulders. With each breath out, imagine that the edges of your attention draw slightly inward. Less interest in the outer world, more awareness of internal quiet. Not forcing anything away, just naturally favoring stillness. You might begin to notice that your breathing has become softer. The inhale enters without effort. The exhale leaves gently. Your jaw remains relaxed. Your tongue stays loose. Your eyes rest behind closed lids. Now bring awareness to the small muscles around your ears and scalp. These areas often hold subtle tension. Let them smooth out. Your head can feel heavier against the surface. Your entire body is shifting from doing to not doing, from managing to resting. You don't need to rehearse tomorrow. You don't need to replay earlier conversations. Those can wait. Right now, your only task is to lie here and allow the body to power down gradually. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat, if you can sense it. It may feel slower than it did earlier. If you can't feel it, that's fine. Just sense the general steadiness inside your chest. As your body softens, your thoughts may begin to space out. Instead of a continuous stream, there may be small gaps. Brief moments where nothing in particular is being processed. When you notice a gap, don't comment on it. Just remain there quietly until the next thought arises. Return again to the sensation of breathing out. Let the exhale feel like a quiet signal to your nervous system that it can stand down now. No emergency. No demand. Just rest. Your hands may feel warmer now. Your legs heavier. Your shoulders broader against the surface. The more you allow gravity to hold you, the less work your muscles need to do. If any part of your body still feels slightly alert, simply acknowledge it. No need to argue with it. Often, when you stop resisting tension, it begins to dissolve on its own. Your attention can narrow even more now. Instead of noticing your entire body, focus only on one small area, perhaps the feeling of air passing at the tip of your nose. The coolness as you inhale. The subtle warmth as you exhale. Keep it simple. If a thought interrupts, that's fine. Briefly notice it, then gently return to that small physical detail. Each return strengthens the sense of quiet. Your breathing is steady. Your body is supported. Your surroundings are dim and unimportant. There is nothing to solve right now. Allow your abdomen to soften completely. No holding. No tightening. Let it rise and fall naturally. The slower your breathing becomes, the more your body understands that it can enter rest mode. You might notice your limbs feeling slightly distant or heavier than usual. This is normal as muscles disengage. Let that sensation be there without examining it. Your forehead remains smooth. Your jaw unclenched. Your shoulders settled. Your legs at ease. There is a growing sense of stillness spreading through your body, not dramatic, just gradual and practical. Continue following the next few breaths quietly. Inhale in. Exhale. Nothing else required. As your attention remains on these simple sensations, the volume of your thoughts can reduce further. Not because you forced them away, but because you stopped feeding them energy. Stay here for now, aware of your breathing, aware of the steady support beneath you, and aware that your body is moving closer to rest on its own timetable. You don't need to hurry it. Just remain in this narrowing field of calm physical awareness, letting the next breath arrive when it does. Stay where you are, without adjusting anything. The body has already done much of what it needs to do. Now the process becomes quieter and more subtle. Notice how little effort it takes to remain still. The larger muscles have softened. The breath has settled into its own pace. What remains now are the smaller, quieter patterns, subtle habits of thinking, faint background activity in the mind. You don't need to eliminate thoughts. You only need to slow your involvement with them even further. When a thought appears, see if you can experience it as something that simply arises and then fades on its own. No pushing it away. No finishing it. No correcting it. Let it remain incomplete if it wants to. Most thoughts dissolve faster when you stop feeding them. There may be a slight gap after a thought ends. A moment where nothing in particular replaces it. Allow that space. Don't search for something to fill it. Those small pauses are where the mind begins to shift into rest. Your breathing continues in the background without supervision. Let it remain there. You don't need to monitor it closely now. It can take care of itself. As your body rests more deeply, you might notice a gentle heaviness spreading in a steady, ordinary way. Not dramatic. Just a sense that moving would require effort you're not interested in using. That lack of interest in movement is a healthy sign. It means the nervous system is reducing its alert signals. Thoughts may still come, but their edges can become softer. Instead of full sentences, you may notice fragments. Instead of clear images, you may notice partial impressions. Let them be unfinished. There is no need to make them coherent. If the mind drifts toward planning or reviewing something from earlier, don't argue with it. Just shorten your participation. Let the first few words of the thought pass, and then gently return to the quiet space underneath it. The space is always there, even if it's brief. Your awareness can feel narrower now, less interested in the room, less interested in time. You are not trying to sleep. You are simply allowing wakefulness to become quieter. Notice the rhythm of thinking itself. Earlier, it may have been continuous. Now see if you can detect a slower pacing. Thought, pause, another thought, longer pause. Even if the pauses are small, they are increasing. Let your attention rest in those pauses whenever they appear. There may also be a subtle shift in how your body feels, perhaps a sense that your arms or legs are less distinct. Not numb, just less defined in your awareness. This is common as sensory processing reduces. You don't need to test it. Just allow the sensation to be as it is. Your jaw remains relaxed. Your forehead smooth. These do not need to be checked again in detail. Just assume they are soft and let them remain that way. If you notice the urge to adjust your position, pause for a moment before moving. Often the urge passes if you give it a few seconds. If your body truly needs to shift, it will. But many small impulses are simply leftover habits of activity. Let stillness have priority. The mind may begin producing images that are less logical. Small flashes of memory, vague scenes, disconnected ideas. This is a natural transition. You don't need to understand them. You don't need to follow them. Watch them lightly and allow them to fade. There is a difference between thinking and observing thinking. Stay in the observing position. The less you identify with each thought, the quieter the overall system becomes. Your breathing may now be so soft that you barely notice it. That's fine. You don't need to bring it back into focus. Let your awareness rest more in the general sense of being here, resting with nothing required. If a thought tries to pull you into a longer story, gently shorten it. Let it trail off halfway. Imagine the sentence simply ending before it completes. This teaches the mind that continuation is optional. You might begin to feel a slight drifting quality, not movement, but a reduction in sharpness. The boundaries between one thought and the next may blur slightly. This is a sign that your brain is shifting toward a slower rhythm. There is no need to check how well you are doing. Evaluation keeps the mind active. Instead, let the process unfold without measurement. Notice how the pauses between thoughts can sometimes stretch longer than expected. When that happens, remain neutral. Don't react with interest. Just rest there. Your body is stable and heavy enough now that it requires almost no conscious input. The deeper layers of rest begin when thinking becomes less organized. Allow that mild disorganization. It is safe. If you hear a sound in the environment, let it pass through your awareness without labeling it. No need to identify it. No need to track it. It can exist without your attention attaching to it. Thoughts may now feel less verbal and more like impressions. Short, abstract fragments. Let them remain incomplete. As you continue resting, you might notice that it takes slightly more effort to generate a clear thought. That effort is something you can choose not to spend. If a thought doesn't come easily, don't force it. Let your attention become less precise. Instead of focusing on a single sensation, allow a soft, general awareness. The more diffuse your attention becomes, the more the mind prepares for sleep. There may be brief moments where you forget what you were just thinking about. That's fine, and let forgetting happen. It is part of this slowing process. You are not trying to create silence. You are simply reducing your participation in mental activity. Silence appears naturally when engagement decreases. If the mind presents something mildly emotional, an unfinished task, a small concern, acknowledge it without solving it. Remind yourself that lying here is not the time for action. Everything can wait until morning. For now, rest has priority. Your breathing remains steady. Your body remains still. Your thoughts are less structured than before. There may be longer gaps now. Stay with them. The mind may attempt to fill them quickly at first. That's normal. But each time you allow a gap without filling it, the next one may widen slightly. Let the next thought, whatever it is, be the last full thought you complete for a while. After it fades, allow only fragments. Half-formed words. Brief images. Then nothing. Your nervous system is shifting further into a low-activity state. Muscles remain relaxed without effort. Your eyelids stay closed comfortably. There is no need to check the time. No need to move. Awareness itself may feel softer. Less sharp. Less defined. Let that softness continue. If you notice that your sense of the room has faded into the background, that's appropriate. Your internal experience is now more prominent than external input. Continue allowing thoughts to slow in frequency and length. Let them become shorter and less compelling. Remain here, in this gradually quieting space, where thinking loses its momentum and pauses lengthen naturally, and simply allow the next pause to stretch a little longer than the last. Remain where you are. There is very little left to adjust. The body has already settled into a stable, low-effort state. Breathing continues on its own. Muscles stay relaxed without supervision. What changes now is subtler. Notice how thinking no longer feels as continuous as it once did. Earlier, thoughts may have lined up clearly, one after another. Now they appear more loosely connected. Sometimes one begins and doesn't quite finish. Sometimes there is a pause long enough that you almost forget what was just there. Allow that forgetting. There is no need to hold on to a thought long enough to understand it. If something forms in your mind, let it pass at whatever speed it naturally chooses. If it fades halfway through, let it fade. You are not required to complete it. As the body remains still, the sense of doing continues to decrease. Even mentally, there is less effort involved. You might notice that it takes slightly more energy to deliberately think something through. That extra effort is optional. You can simply not spend it. Let awareness soften further. Not focused on any single point. Not scanning. Just present in a quiet, general way. You may begin to notice that the distinction between one thought and the next is less sharp. Images or fragments may blend into each other. A word may appear without context. A memory may flash briefly without detail. These are normal signs of the mind preparing for sleep. There is no need to interpret any of it. If a clearer thought tries to form, allow it to remain short. Let it taper off before it gathers momentum. Each time you choose not to continue a thought, the overall rhythm slows a little more. Your sense of the room is now distant. Sounds, if they appear, are faint and unimportant. They do not require identification. They can exist without your involvement. Notice whether your sense of your body feels slightly less defined. Perhaps your hands feel farther away from your attention. Perhaps your legs feel indistinct. This is not something to test or examine. Just let the boundaries of sensation remain soft. There may be moments where you are unsure what you were just thinking about. That uncertainty is useful. It means continuity is loosening. Let attention drift lightly, without choosing a direction. No need to anchor it anywhere specific. The less structured your awareness becomes, the easier it is for sleep to approach. You might find that short, disconnected scenes arise, something that resembles a place, a face, a vague setting. They may dissolve quickly. Do not follow them. Let them appear and disappear without commentary. The mind no longer needs to be coherent. If you notice even a small urge to evaluate how sleepy you are, let that evaluation stop. Measuring keeps the thinking mind active. Instead, allow the process to continue without checking it. Breathing remains quiet in the background. The body remains heavy and unresponsive. The muscles have no reason to re-engage. There may now be longer stretches where nothing identifiable happens in your mind. No clear thought. No clear image. Just a blank interval. When this occurs, rest there without reacting. It is not emptiness that needs filling. It is simply reduced activity. Over time, the blank intervals may lengthen slightly. Let them up. If a thought reappears after a pause, it may feel less solid than before. Words may feel incomplete. Sentences may trail off into nothing. That is fine. You are not losing control. You are reducing unnecessary control. Allow your awareness to become less precise. Instead of noticing specific sensations, let everything blend into a general sense of being here, resting. Your identity, as the person who was active earlier today, becomes less relevant right now. There is no need to remember your roles, your responsibilities, or your plans. Those belong to wakefulness. In this state, you are simply a body at rest with a quieting mind. If a fragment of memory surfaces, let it pass without context. If a random word appears, let it dissolve. If an image begins to sharpen, allow it to blur again. There may be a subtle shift where thoughts begin to feel more like brief impressions than deliberate ideas. This is a transition point. Stay passive. You do not need to guide the process further. The nervous system knows how to move towards sleep when it is not interrupted. Your limbs remain still. The desire to move is minimal. The comfort of staying as you are outweighs any small adjustment. Attention may now drift in short, uneven patterns. A fragment. A pause. Another fragment. A longer pause. Allow the unevenness. The space between thoughts is becoming more familiar. You are spending more time there. If you briefly become aware that you are not thinking at all, that is fine. Do not react to it. Simply continue resting. Your awareness might occasionally sharpen for a moment, then soften again. Let that fluctuation happen naturally. There is no need to maintain any specific depth. The mind may present subtle distortions of logic, ideas that don't quite make sense, connections that are slightly unusual. These are early signs of dreamlike processing beginning, and there is no need to correct them. Let coherence be optional. Your breathing is so steady now that it requires no attention. Your body feels distant in the background of awareness. As you continue lying here, the effort required to return to structured thinking increases. Since you are not trying to think, that effort simply isn't used. More pauses appear. Longer ones. Stay within them. If you notice a thought beginning, let it dissolve before it completes. If you notice a pause, allow it to extend without interference. There may be moments where you cannot tell whether you were just thinking or already drifting. That ambiguity is appropriate. Remain neutral toward it. External time becomes less meaningful. There is no sense of minutes passing. Only the immediate experience of resting. Let your awareness become slightly dimmer, slightly less defined. Not forced. Just natural. The mind does not need to hold on to anything now. It can release each fragment as soon as it appears. Continue allowing this slowing rhythm. Fragment. Pause. Fading. Longer pause. Remain here, where thoughts are thinner and less connected, where pauses stretch quietly on their own, and where awareness continues to soften without effort. Remain as you are. There is nothing left to adjust. The body has already settled into complete stillness, and it continues to rest without supervision. Breathing moves quietly in the background. Muscles remain disengaged. The effort required to move or think clearly is greater now, and there is no reason to use that effort. Notice how thoughts have become less structured than before. They may attempt to form, but they do not hold their shape for long. A word may begin and fade before finishing. An image may appear briefly and then dissolve without explanation. Let that happen without interference. The mind is no longer interested in maintaining order. If a clearer thought tries to organize itself, allow it to remain incomplete. Let it stop halfway. There is no benefit in finishing it. The rhythm now favors fading rather than continuing. You may find that pauses between thoughts are longer than the thoughts themselves. Stay with the pauses. Do not anticipate the next idea. Do not search for one. If nothing appears, that is fine. There can be short stretches where awareness feels almost absent, then returns slightly. That gentle fluctuation is natural. When awareness softens, allow it to soften fully. When it returns briefly, let it pass again. Your sense of identity is quieter now. The part of you that narrates the day, that plans and remembers, has less presence. There is no need to hold on to it. For now, being a thinking person is optional. Let attention remain diffuse and unstructured. No anchor is required. No objective focus is necessary. Just a general, dim awareness. If fragments of imagery appear, they may feel slightly unusual or illogical. Let them be incomplete. They do not need interpretation. They do not need correction. You might notice that it becomes difficult to trace a thought from beginning to end. Even if you try, it may blur before reaching completion. Since you are not trying, allow that blurring to continue. The body remains heavy and distant in awareness. Sensations are minimal and do not call for attention. Comfort is steady and unremarkable. If there is a moment where you realize you have not been listening fully, that is acceptable. It means the mind is loosening its grip on continuous awareness. There is no need to regain sharpness. The rhythm now is simple, brief fragment, longer pull. Occasional image, fading into nothing. Small stir of thought, dissolving without effort. Let the dissolving become more familiar than the forming. You may experience short gaps where you are unsure whether you were awake or already drifting. There is no need to decide. Stay neutral. The uncertainty itself is part of the transition. Breathing continues quietly. The body does not request movement. There is no discomfort that requires solving. As thinking slows further, it may feel slightly more difficult to generate a deliberate sentence in your mind. Words may seem distant. That is appropriate. Language is gradually stepping aside. Allow any remaining inner commentary to shorten. If a sentence begins, let it taper off into silence. If a question appears, let it remain unanswered. There is nothing you need to understand right now. The background awareness grows softer. External sounds, if present, do not form clear meanings. They pass without being labeled. You are no longer engaging with the environment. You are not engaging with the plans or memories. Even the sense of lying here becomes less defined. Pauses may now stretch long enough that they feel like blank space. Stay there without reacting. Do not fill it. The mind learns that blankness is safe. If a brief thought interrupts, it may feel thin and unimportant. Let it pass immediately. There is no need to examine it. The transition towards sleep is not dramatic. It is gradual and practical. The thinking mind reduces activity because it is no longer being asked to perform. Let your awareness dim slightly more. Not forced. Not controlled. Just allowed. You may notice moments where imagery becomes slightly more immersive, then breaks apart again. That back and forth is natural. Each cycle tends to lean more toward drifting than toward clarity. Do not try to remain alert. Remaining alert requires effort. Effort is unnecessary now. If the mind attempts to check how close you are to sleep, let that checking thought fade without answering it. Measurement keeps you engaged. Disinterest allows deeper rest. Your body is stable and fully at ease. Your thoughts are sparse and fragmented. The spaces between them are longer than before. Let the next thought that appears be faint. Let it lack detail. Let it end before it begins to build. You may now experience stretches where awareness thins to almost nothing, then lightly returns. Each return is softer than the last. Stay passive. There is no goal to reach. No milestone to achieve. The only direction now is less. Less structure. Less language. Less continuity. If you notice that you have lost track of what was just said, that is fine. There is no need to retrieve it. The mind is releasing its need for coherence. Images may flicker briefly, faces without context, places without story. Let them remain disjointed. Let them dissolve before they become stable. Even the sense of, I am resting, can fade into something simpler. Breathing continues, steady and automatic. The body remains heavy and unmoving. Thought fragments appear less often now. When a pause comes, let it widen. When nothing appears, let nothing remain. There may be a point where you are not certain whether you are still following along. That uncertainty is welcome. It means the thinking mind is stepping back. Allow awareness to soften again. Fragments grow shorter. Pauses grow longer. Language becomes less accessible. Identity becomes less defined. Remain here, where thought is barely forming, where pauses stretch quietly without effort, where awareness dims and returns in softer and softer and softer waves of clarity, and simply allow the next pause to carry you further. Just resting now. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. The body can stay heavy. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. Still safe. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. You're still here. There's nothing to manage. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. You're still here. Everything can stay quiet. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. You're still here. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. There's nothing to manage. There's nothing to manage. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. It's okay to let go. Still safe. It's okay to let go. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. You're still here. There's nothing to manage. Just resting now. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. The body can stay heavy. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. You're still here. There's nothing to manage. Still safe. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. You're still here. Still safe. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Nothing needs your effort. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. You're still here. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. There's nothing to manage. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. The body can stay heavy. You're still here. You're still here. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. Nothing needs your effort. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. Nothing needs your effort. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. It's okay to let go. Still safe. It's okay to let go. The body can stay heavy. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. Everything can stay quiet. Nothing needs your effort. There's nothing to manage. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. You're still here. You're still here. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. It's okay to let go. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. You're still here. It's okay to let go. Nothing needs your effort. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. Nothing needs your effort. You're still here. You're still here. You're still here. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. There's nothing to manage. It's okay to let go. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. Still safe. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. There's nothing to manage. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. Still safe. Still safe. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. You're still here. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. It's okay to let go. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. There's nothing to manage. Nothing needs your effort. The body can stay heavy. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. There's nothing to manage. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. It's okay to let go. Still safe. Just resting now. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. There's nothing to manage. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. The body can stay heavy. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. Still safe. Still safe. Just resting now. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Just resting now. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. The body can stay heavy. You're still here. It's okay to let go. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. It's okay to let go. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. There's nothing to manage. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. It's okay to let go. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. It's okay to let go. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. You're still here. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. The body can stay heavy. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. It's okay to let go. You're still here. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. Nothing needs your effort. Just resting now. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. There's nothing to manage. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. Everything can stay quiet. The body can stay heavy. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. It's okay to let go. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. Still safe. Nothing needs your effort. You're still here. It's okay to let go. There's nothing to manage. Still safe. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. The body can stay heavy. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. You're still here. Everything can stay quiet. There's nothing to manage. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. There's nothing to manage. You're still here. Still safe. Just resting now. There's nothing to manage. You're still here. There's nothing to manage. You're still here. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. You're still here. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. Just resting now. Just resting now. Just resting now. The body can stay heavy. Nothing needs your effort. It's okay to let go. Nothing needs your effort. You're still here. It's okay to let go. You're still here. You're still here. You're still here. Nothing needs your effort. Nothing needs your effort. You're still here. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Still safe. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. Nothing needs your effort. Nothing needs your effort. It's okay to let go. Still safe. There's nothing to manage. Everything can stay quiet. Everything can stay quiet. It's okay to let go. Just resting now. Nothing needs your effort. Everything can stay quiet. Nothing needs your effort. The body can stay heavy. There's nothing to manage. Still safe. The body can stay heavy. Just resting now. Everything can stay quiet.